Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent, we're going over incredible videos into Third Phase of Moon. Right now, we're looking at something captured at 30,000 feet. A passenger aboard a commercial airliner manages to capture something that is unexplained. What are we looking at, Brent? You can see the mountain region in the background. And again, this person's probably about 30,000 feet, and then what other object we're looking at is probably about 15,000 feet below them. Look how this odd anomaly, the refraction of light kicking off of it from the sun. This is nothing I've ever seen. It doesn't look. Can you give me a reason how this could fly? I see no wings. I see no any engine aftermath from it. No contrail. This thing's just moving along steady. Great footage. Absolutely, Brent. And we're looking at this, and I'm getting a close-up. I'm trying to make out any kind of structure, if there is indeed any, and I'm not seeing it. I'm looking at something that just seems to be illuminated, some kind of energy, pure energy, in my opinion. Maybe something that is with regards to natural phenomenon, weather phenomenon. I don't think so. I think we're looking at something that is not of this world. That's why we're here at Third Phase Moon, trying to get the answers for you to know that we're not alone in the universe. Apparently, NASA's going to come up with something in a couple weeks stating that they found it. We'll see about that. I'm sure it's going to be a bunch of hype, but they're not going to give us the answers we deserve. And in tonight's episode, we're going to be sharing with you incredible footage from NASA themselves. Pretty much mind-blowing, smoking gun, that proof that we're not alone in this universe. But right now, if you were aboard a commercial airliner at 30,000 feet and you're looking out your window, looking down, and you see something like this, pull out your camera. I'm just wondering what the passenger thought while they filmed this, or even the pilots. We've had a lot of FAA pilots come forward to Third Phase of Moon to share their footage. So if you are a pilot out there, don't hesitate. Share it to Third Phase of Moon. We'll share it to the world. Now, again, I want to get your thoughts with regards to this sighting. It's quite incredible. We've got weather phenomenon right now. Take a look at this. So I like it when people are keeping their eyes on the weather around us. And let me tell you, it gets very, very strange. And we're seeing some kind of shadow coming off what looks to me maybe some kind of rocket launch. And what's interesting to me, I'm not seeing any rocket, but this shadow that stands out seems to go high in the atmosphere, maybe up to the memosphere, maybe about 90 miles plus. It's just interesting, the shadow beam, probably natural phenomenon. The weather definitely gets weird, but we sure like to share this stuff at Third Phase Moon. Look at how it just wraps across the sky there, this dark shadow. Brent, what do you make of this?
Yeah, pretty amazing weather phenomenon, especially the casting of the shadow right there. Again, look at how this point of action is directly at the center of the sun, right there below there. That's what I find very impressive. The chances of getting a shot like this is almost like 1 in a million. This person that got this was in the perfect spot to capture this phenomenon in action. Blake made a good point. Like, could this be maybe a tell? The propulsion of a rocket and its aftermath being left in the sky, and then this is what's left, or maybe even a chemtrail of a plane going over the horizon there. Again, these are the questions we're all asking right now, but the way it produces this, again, casting of a shadow along the sky, all just from, it's a 360 point of view. This is amazing.
it's interesting looking at this once again. It's just in the angle that makes this perfect to have the shadow. You have the sun setting. You have what seems to be, again, propulsion left over from a rocket launch or maybe something else. I'm not exactly sure. But then again, you're seeing this shadow that casts across the sky. And it's interesting to see the phenomenon as it comes in from people like you from around the world that is capturing this and sharing it to everybody. That's what it's all about. It's quite exciting. And let me tell you, there's some new footage that has just been coming out, right, Brent? There's 2 leaked photos of the jellyfish once again making a comeback. I'm not exactly sure. All I know is that we've been sharing with you the jellyfish. Is it the jetpack man? Is it something biological? I'm not exactly sure, but right now we're going to share with you these photos that have just leaked. They've kind of breaking the internet right now. And again, I want to get your thoughts. Here's the first photo coming in of something that looks biological, if you ask me. Look at these tentacles here.
Yeah, this just came in. It broke yesterday. Chaos Moogle was the one that received these photos, and apparently there's a 5-second clip of this actually in motion, and we haven't received it. I don't know if Chaos has yet, but we're hoping for that. Again, this is apparently captured over Afghanistan, and we've seen the jellyfish in war regions and a video. Now, if we see video of this is gonna blow everybody away, but right now I'm a little on the fence. But again, look at what we're looking at. The quality's clear. It's basically as clear as day. We see all sorts of detail and these tentacles that are just protruding out of this silver ball. Is it actually reflecting the atmosphere and the surrounding area itself, or could these maybe just be AI generated images to fool the masses? It's getting pretty rampant out there, and people are going to have to keep a really keen eye to disseminate AI from actual real video and photo evidence. But here's the next photo of the same object apparently, and you see at the bottom that it has at 0.5 seconds if you press play, and apparently this is in motion again over Afghanistan. Again, we need to see the video.
Absolutely. It's interesting as we're going to get a closer look from, it seems possibly the same video, a matter of moments, and then we're getting this imagery, still frames from a 5-second video. I'm wondering why is it just 5 seconds? Is interesting to me. But once again, we're looking at this, and I think this is pretty much the clearest we've seen the jellyfish, the UFO. Like it's in your face, and people are worried about, once again, manipulated AI or CGI videos. I got a feeling this video is gonna drop here pretty soon, and I'm leaning towards authentic. But once again, we want to get your opinions. Again, we're looking at the first video. Is this maybe some amped up weather balloon? That's a big question, and it doesn't look like one I've ever seen before, obviously.
Yeah, when people say it's not one of ours, this is kind of the perfect example of these drone machines that doesn't look like it's in our assets. These things look otherworldly, just the way it's built, and the strangeness about it just fascinates me and everybody else that I think is watching this right now.
Now, more videos coming into Third Phase of Moon, and this one is an interesting one, captured by amateur astronomer lucky enough to see and film the phenomenon. It really doesn't get much better than this. And look at the scope of this craft and the moon itself. It's high up there. It's incredible.
It's been ramping up here right at third phase, and people are going to say, could this be the new Space Force revealing itself in front of the moon, highlighted by the white full moon that we're seeing right here? Whatever this object is, it's huge, and it's able to be picked up by his incredible camera that he's capturing this amazing UFO phenomenon. Could this be, some people might say, an airplane way up there, high up, 34,000 feet, leaving a contrail? I don't think so. This looks more like you could see it's holding its position. There's no dissipation of this chemtrail. If that's what it is, it seems like one solid object, and it looks like a sword.
Yet some people are speculating right now that this could be a kite. I would have to highly disagree with them on this. We've seen a lot of videos in regards to people shooting the moon, but we haven't seen this phenomenon before. If this is indeed a jet airliner leaving a trail behind it, some kind of contrail, it stays very stable in its trail. It's not dissipating whatsoever. It seems that whatever it is a solid tail behind it. Again, maybe it's some kind of secret Space Force experiment going on in outer space.
Some people may speculate that this could be a huge space station closer to the moon than we actually expect. If this is in outer space, this thing would be miles long. Some people might speculate that the Space Force is being engineered through alien technology, and this is what we're seeing right here.
It's interesting to note that if this were close to the surface of the moon, would it even be able to be picked up by amateur astronomers with their lenses? We're not seeing any shadow dispersed on the surface of the moon, so it's hard to tell exactly what this is. Is this next to the ISS? Is this maybe the ISS? Not exactly sure, but again, it's very bizarre. I'm thinking that it is within our atmosphere, but how high is the altitude? How large is this craft, and what is it pulling behind it? I'm not exactly sure, but incredible footage coming in, and I want to thank people that are submitting their footage to us as we ask them. And wow, Brian Burke captured something incredible. We want to find out what it is, but again, the UFO videos keep coming in. We've got another one for you. Let's just roll it. Is there weather manipulation going on? NASA seems to have captured it in broad daylight via a 116 millimeter lens. Something was captured that seems to have ripped the sky in shreds. What is going on here? We're going to be supplying the original links below, so you can take a look for yourself exactly what NASA captured from the ISS, the International Space Station, approximately about 226 nautical miles up in space, and they captured this in the Atlantic. And we have these multiple photographs that we're going over right now. And is this some kind of a secret sonic weapon that we're not aware of? We want to get your comments below, and let's just take a look at these pictures for a little bit. Brett, I want to get your thoughts here.
Yeah, these are some of the best images I've seen of NASA this past couple months.
We're looking at an incredible video captured from the ISS, and Mary Hall has her eye on the sky, and she was watching the ISS as this was going live, and she noticed something out of this world, and we're pointing it out to you in clarity. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, guys? This is amazing stuff. Look at this. A formation of orbs cutting through the clouds and leaving a wake. What the heck is going on here? Let me tell you, this is a very bizarre. This was just captured a few days ago, and let me tell you, I think it's something in regards to the unknown. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, but what is being captured here from the ISS is very bizarre, and it defies any explanation that we know of right now. And I want to get your thoughts of what is going on, because after we look at some of the evidence that we're going to be going over tonight, it's going to leave you pretty much So we're looking at this video a little closer, and I want to point out to you, there are a massive amount of orbs going out, and I really can't explain what's creating the cut through the clouds. If there is some kind of frequency that shock waves the clouds, whatever these things are, they're ripping it up, and I'm looking at it in real time. This is a flyby over Earth from ISS. Brent, what do you make of this? What could cause this kind of formation in the skies?
Yeah, I want to thank Mary Hall for this submission. She nailed it. This is some of the best stuff I've seen from the ISS in the last couple weeks. So great job. What we're looking at is something fantastic. Some could almost say these are Tic Tacs that are cutting a pattern, a vector right through the clouds. It's amazing. You can see that even from such a high vantage point from the ISS, this is seen clearly on camera right now. What we're looking at is simply astonishing.
Still have yet to be explained. These craft harnessing the energy from the sun, and the propulsion behind it looks very similar to the sun blast video of something cutting through the sun and breaking out through the other side. Could these be objects that exist in our solar system that are creating some kind of energy that we have never seen before, and SOHO and NASA are capturing this? As you just stated, Brent, just a little earlier ago, that NASA's capturing this stuff from the ISS via these vectors, but look at these shapes and crafts that are kind of creating vectors behind it as it leaves a wake crossing the sun. So again, there's something out there that is beyond imagination, and some of these crafts are the size of planets. And then when you compare it to this great shot from this thing shooting through the sun, in and out, like a bullet through the sun, leaving a plasmic wake behind it, it's very amazing just to behold the incredible video. But then when you compare it to the SOHO NASA footage, it resembles the exact same thing. You see this craft bursting out the other side of the sun. Is it going through it, or is it just leaving a tail behind it? These things are moving fast. Look at this incredible image. Brent, what do you make of this?
Yeah, look at that photo. It's stunning. Look at the length of this, whatever starcraft that it is. And then again, the close-up of whatever this object is piercing the sun. And look how it leaves this plasmic trail as it comes out the other side. It's fantastic. Again, look at this photo. It kind of matches, again, a starcraft. And these are real photos. It's hard to wrap your mind around that this could be actually real, but maybe it is. And I'm believing that there's something out there next to the sun harnessing the energy, because why wouldn't they? If they could get here from another galaxy or anything like that, why wouldn't they be able to use the sun as easy energy depots?
And you look at this photo and the side-by-side comparison with the video, these craft do appear to be shooting across the sun. And again, these are coming in from NASA themselves, the technology behind SOHO. And then we have imagery from people on planet Earth capturing what seems to be the same craft that SOHO's capturing with their lenses. So there is a big mystery. And again, NASA has a lot of explaining to do in 2021. And I got a feeling they're probably going to keep it up. They're going to be doing what they always do. Never a straight answer, in my opinion, because some of these images have yet to be explained. And that's the big question. Why can't they just explain it and give us the answer? Now, just in time for Halloween, our movie we made last year is being released. Check it out, Day of the Wicked.
Chief.
Jesus! You scared the bejesus out of me.
Well, I didn't mean to. Now look, I found this book upstairs in the principal's office. It's really creepy and cool. You want to see it? There's something much bigger on the horizon for me and you. Something bigger than all of us. Is that you?
There is an evil that cannot be contained.
You're talking about Cain.
Something's happening.
Bear witness to my true form. awaken the darkness and it will consume the earth.
I guess somebody got up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.